Hey, good evening or morning or afternoon. Take your pick. But once again, it is I, Michael Brody, with another fun, factitious, and fruitful, I don't know, any other F words that are keeping clean, words that you'd like to describe because we are here at Mindsight Hypnosis. Oh, they love me here at the Michael Brody Mindsight Studios. That's right, we have all 17,002 people. We gained two other people since last week. We're so glad that you're all here, and you're here on Facebook and you're here on YouTube. And that goes to say that if you are on YouTube or if you are on Facebook, please just say hello in the comments and we will absolutely know that you are here, and that is always very important. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here we have my sissy. There she is. Felicia is in the house, and we're very glad to hear it, and so glad that she's here. We also have we have our special guest star who's here. Joe Bryslack is in, not only in the house, he's in the house. What the hell? Who'd have thought? Oh my gosh. What a stud. I know. Usually I have to talk about me like that. No, I've got to talk about him. Why do I have to talk about him? Because he has a marvelous part in his hair just like me. So, what does that all have to do with hypnosis? Absolutely freaking nothing. But I will tell you this, that I am really, really pumped up for this show, as I am every week on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what's going on? And what's going on this week in Michael Brody history happens to be, can I get a drum roll, please? Thank you so very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm going to be at Grosse Pointe South this Thursday. We're going to be doing a fantastic seminar. I'm going to have, we're going to be performing for the psychology class. It is going to be amazing, darling. We're going to have lots and lots of fun. And we are going to be talking about how the brain works, but this is for all the classes put together. So we're actually going to be doing a show also, and it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun, as we always have. So that's what's going on for recently. Also, we're getting ready to Scott Houghton and I, America's Fastest Hypnotist. We're getting ready to do our show coming up soon, and I will show you a flyer later on. It's coming up as soon as when it comes up closer. We'll show you the flyers and everything. But we're going to be performing at the Thumb Coast Theaters in Marine City. So please make sure you get your tickets ahead of time, because they are selling out now. They are literally selling out now. So if you want to see America's Fastest Hypnotist in Marine City, get your tickets now. Go to thumbcoasttheater.com and you will find us. And again, I will have more stuff on that later on. I know Felicia definitely wants to come to that, as we'll have her as the intermission, as she stands up at intermission and actually does dad jokes in between acts. And she'll also say, "What the hell?" It'll be amazing because she's good at saying, "What the hell?" So what's going on today? Let's talk about it. I want to get serious for just a second. I know it's very, very hard for me to get serious, especially when I'm goofy all the time. But I do want to get serious because I do want to talk about incentives. And I want to talk about how at least this hypnotist works. And I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing this for 35 years. I started out in the very early 90s. and things were much much different back then. But here's the things I've learned to believe in, and things that I've actually put into my show. First of all, if someone asked me what is the three most important things to me, and that would be, and again, it could be different for other people, and that's okay. One first of them is God. Second is my wife, and third is my family. And of course, Karen, my wife, is part of my family too. But I'm also talking about brothers and sisters, and sisters and sisters and sisters who are with me every week, and who like to watch and tell really bad dad jokes. But and also sisters who live in Florida. I love those sisters too. So but what does all that have to do with my show? Well, it just so happens, like I was saying before, things have changed dramatically, drastically, in fact, I would say, from when I started doing shows in the 90s, especially when I started doing my first couple of shows. Um, the reason why I say that is because the everything was very dry back then. Everything was um, I would say to the you would call it Schadenfreude. In case you don't know what Schadenfreude is, it's the laughing at the misery of other people. So if you were saying, if you said to your volunteers, I want you to act like a fish, or act like a squishing, or or just or look like they're in pain, or having a buzzer underneath them, stuff like that, things that make people uncomfortable, or seeing clowns, by the way. um, Joe knows nothing about that, I'm sure. Anyways, the reason why we don't do those things anymore is because society has changed. And I truthfully believe that if I use qualities of my religion, of how I'm supposed to treat other people, do unto others as they would do unto you. I mean, that's, in other words, turn the other cheek. Be kind. In other words, being kind. So that's that's how you establish a relationship. That's how you establish rapport. And here I am with my wife, and the reason why I say my wife is because my wife is a completely organized person. I am a schmutta. Now, when without her, I couldn't exist. So, literally, it's very important that I be organized with what I'm doing, so I can put on the best show there is. So that talks about religion, or God, or my faith. I'd say my faith, my wife, and my family. And when I talk about my family, because my family's freaking nuts, they are all crazy people, and that's what happens for being a Brody. And so I use that. I use that kind of craziness in my show. So let alone do I teach about um, feeling the best you could feel, and happiness and joy. But I'm also trying to be organized, and yet I'm trying to give a little bit of that childish kind of aura to me, the child's imagination, bringing out the imagination of a childlike kind of situation. And I think that's really really important. So one of the things like I said, I was going to talk about incentives. How can you bring up people if you're in a show that you have 500 people in the audience, and you're all by yourself on stage, and you have no idea who these people are? Well, first of all, you got to set the mood. You got to have them lower their anxieties down, lower their nervousness down. And by the way I do that is I dance on stage. I talk to people before I even start. But so that's a little bit, but I also give incentives. I basically say in my show, I say, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to experience the most amazing, wonderful show tonight. But not only are you going to see this and experience it, but also the volunteers who come up here, well, they're going to get something even more. They're going to get one-on-one training that whatever they want to do, however they want to get be better at, something they want to work on. They don't even have to tell me, but something that they will always wanted to work on and to be better at, to focus a little bit better. It could be for self-esteem. It could be for concentration. It could be for self-worth. It could be any of these different things. But those kind of things we're going to work on, and I'm going to show you how to tap into your subconscious to utilize the tools that you're going to learn. And all of a sudden, these people are going, "Oh my gosh, I get this kind of gift. This is going to be freaking amazing." But I also do a special kind of gifts throughout the shows too. I show them tools, techniques, how to be happier when they're bummed out, how to be happier. So that kind of situation really, really works very well. And I'm going to go into it more later on. I really am. But before we continue, I need you to know that we search high and wide for special guest stars to be on my show. Now, this last person was on Johnny Carson. I know a lot of you don't know who Johnny Carson is. Don't worry about it. Anyways, this is his name is Joseph Brylack and Bryslack. I'll get it. Joseph Bryslack. I'll get it, Joe. I promise I will. And he is not only the mysterious hypnotist. He is traveled worldwide or block wide or anywhere he wants to go. He is an amazing person, and I met him at the Michigan Hypnosis Conference, and he is going to be my guest star for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you could do me a favor, if you could please, I'd be honored as soon as I get this. As soon as I get this queued up, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the world famous, amazing. Here he is, Joseph.
Hi, how's everybody going?
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Okay, I had to think of different things to say. It was amazing. All right, so Joseph, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Well, I'm just doing okie dokie artichoke, and I'll think of other things I can think of right now. So we have all 17,002 people in the studios here to see you, and I'm so glad you're here. So Joseph, tell us a little bit about yourself, all within a minute, and then I'm going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. So
All within a minute.
A small intro.
A small intro. Well, I've been an entertainer since 2002, and back in 2019, I decided to become a hypnotist, and I've been doing stage shows now, both magic and hypnosis, and I just absolutely love it. Was that under a minute? That
was definitely under a minute. So you've been doing. Your first professional show was 2021.
Yes, because 2020 kind of killed the mood for doing shows.
Most hypnotists, in fact, not most, all hypnotists. In fact, everywhere it killed everything. So yeah. So let's talk about a little bit about you. First of all, where are you from?
I live in Irons, Michigan. I've been here about a year.
So for the people who don't know where Irons, Michigan is, where is that?
That is
about
an hour south of Traverse City.
That's how you know, ladies and gentlemen, that he is a Michigander, because he puts up his palm. I can't do it. There we go. His palm.
Yep.
That's how you know you're a Michigander. Okay. So yes. So it's an hour south of Traverse City.
Yes.
Oh, no wonder Iron Mountain is so far away.
Yeah. Iron Mountain over here.
Yeah, I know. My bad. Never mind. Okay. Tells you a lot about me. All right. So, so, so I hear you do a lot of shows. You do at least two a month. Is that right?
I do about 2 or 3 a month. Yes.
That's awesome. And what kind of crowds? Where do you perform?
Mostly high schools, and I do fairs and churches.
Okay.
That's most of it. So I do a couple of corporate events here and there if I'm
Okay.
lucky enough to
Nice.
get one.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. So where did you learn where did you learn how to do hypnosis?
I started out going online at the UK School of Hypnosis, and then I finished my training, the Hypnotist Stage Academy with Richard Barker down in Florida.
Very nice. Very nice. And Richard Barker is an amazing hypnotist,
Yes.
as most hypnotists know. So what made you decide to go into hypnosis?
I saw a couple of shows and thought, wow, that'd be fun to learn and that'd be fun to do. And so I started tinkering with it at first and watching videos and stuff like that. Some of your videos back then I actually watched,
You
and
watch
then
my videos.
decided, hey, I need to learn this. And that's how I
Nice.
started.
That is very, very impressive. Nice. Oh, look, Felicia says, "Hey, Joe."
Hi,
Um,
Felicia.
all right. So you've been doing this for a little bit now. So tell me what kind of show you do.
Comedy stage hypnosis shows.
Okay.
I just bring
I'm,
out the funny in people. I bring out the fun and the funny. It's For me, it's all about the smiles.
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you some hard questions here. Just
Uh-oh.
making sure I got this here.
You
I'm
didn't
gonna
tell
make.
me there was a test.
Huh? Yes. This is only a test, just a test. So my question to you is that what makes your show different than other people's shows, or are they? Are they the same? Are they the same, or is it
They're pretty similar. I don't think I really have much different than other comedy stage hypnotists that I've seen. They're pretty much the same as others.
okay? What's the largest crowd you perform for?
Oh gosh, maybe about 300, 400 people.
Nice.
It was at a theater, and where was that? Chesterfield Township.
Okay.
I did at JPAC at Lons Cruise.
Oh, Yep, Lance Cruise. I know about that. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. What do you think is the most difficult thing about doing hypnosis shows?
I think the most difficult is for me my own self confidence, because sometimes I don't think I'm doing something just right or the way I like it. I'm more critical of myself than anything else.
Most people are. Most people are. I agree. What is, and I'm sure you know this. What is the one to actually give yourself that confidence, or in other words, to kind of self critique yourself? What do you think you should do?
I take a lot of videos and I watch my own videos, and
Perfect. Perfect. Exactly. This goes to anyone who's starting out in hypnosis. Always video yourself. Two reasons. One, for you can critique yourself, and B, so it's also a added layer of protection. So if someone said something went wrong, and you can go, let's go to the video and see it, nothing happened, then you're protected. So that is also the reason why we take video. Good. All right. So, have you ever, so you've been now doing hypnosis for your fifth year, then, right?
um,
Basically.
3 years, yeah, 3 years.
Okay. So, have you ever run across an ab reaction?
Yeah, I did actually. I had a person in the audience once who looked like they were having a seizure, and I thought she was having a seizure, and of course I made sure she was all right. And because she had a seizure, my volunteers on stage became afraid. That's one time. And another time is I used to do these shows where I pretended I would tell everybody that I was the most frightening clown they ever saw. And some of the bad reactions I got from that was a lesson well learned,
Yeah.
having people wanting to hurt me because they thought I was the most frightening clown. I stopped doing that since then. I put the kibosh to that part of my show.
Yeah, that's a very smart move. Yeah. So we're trying to. People are very very sensitive nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
People in the ways of because of triggers and reactions and everything like that. So it's very very important that that we're always giving positive feedback, positive criticisms, positive suggestions. So your website is called the mysterioushypnotist.com. And why are you called the mysterious hypnotist?
Originally, because I wanted my shows to have a little air of mystery to them. I wanted to originally focus on being a little scary, I wanted to do more clown things and ghosty things and stuff like that, which I got
Mhm.
rid of. So even though I got rid of it, I liked to keep the name, so I kept the name, and I'm still the mysterious hypnotist.
Okay,
And when I talk to people, I get a little mysterious with my voice.
that is very mysterious. Some people would call it sexy, but I'm not going to. Just so you know. Um, thank you, thank you for sharing
Tell
that.
that to all my girlfriends.
Yeah, well, don't tell it to me. We're good. Yeah. All right. So if you want to, if you had I want you to look in the camera and please tell anybody who's starting out as a hypnotist what's a good piece of advice to give to people who are just starting out as a hypnotist.
If you're just starting out, practice as much as possible and learn from other hypnotists. Watch many other hypnotists, not just one or two, as many videos as you can, and practice, practice, practice. That's what you got friends for. Invite your friends over and practice on them and record them. And then together you can have a good chuckle at what happened and you can critique yourself. But watch other people, learn from other people, always
And you're
take criticism.
Yeah, and you're also going to find that the other people, as in the other hypnotists, are just either a phone call or a email away. Where if you have any questions for them, they'll be glad to talk to you about it because we're straying away from the competition part. Being competitive against with other people, with other hypnotists. We're trying to be more cooperative, trying to work with each other because there's enough room for everybody, honestly.
Yeah.
So and that goes for you, Joseph. If there's any, you have any kind of questions at all, and that goes for anybody listening out there. If you have any kind of questions at all that deal with hypnosis, please, because otherwise I don't know much about rocket science. But if you could, feel free to email me. You can go to the mysterious hypnotist.com and check out his brand new suit. Such a studly suit. He is on Facebook and YouTube. He is under the mysterious hypnotist, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
and you can always find him at the Michigan Hypnosis Conference, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I will be there.
Speaking of that, there is also someone who has been a regular at the conference, and that happens to be my sister. And for some reason, she loves to tell very impressive dad jokes. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, stick around, Joe, because you're going to chuckle out of open areas that didn't know you have. Um, don't even ask about that. All right, here comes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to call up Felicia Palladino, and we are going to find out a little bit about. Here we go. And we're turning this up. And she has to answer the phone for this to work.
Michael Brody?
Hello, Flea!
What the hell?
What the hell?
I found a joke that I forgot. I wrote down, and I'm going to tell us because it's hilarious.
Do you understand? We can't understand a word you're saying because you're laughing.
I'm going to tell it because it's hilarious.
All right, go ahead and tell it.
Tell it as the first one?
Tell it whatever one you want.
Okay, I got to find it again.
Your delivery sucks.
My delivery, hey, I tell great dad jokes.
Yeah, but you just go ahead and say it.
Okay, let me find
it. We've got 17,002 people listening with bated breath.
Okay.
So they really have to get minced.
This is sort of like an adult dad jokes, and I don't tell those too often. So.
Got it. By the way, we just jumped up double just by you being on. Go ahead. It's amazing. I have no idea how this works. Just say the damn joke. Will you say the damn joke, please?
A woman attempted to cut off her boyfriend's ding-a-ling. She missed and cut his thigh. Now she's charged with a Mr. Wiener.
That was good. She can't breathe. Okay, that was so. She can't see. She can't breathe. Go ahead. You just lost 2 people.
I don't know why. That was the best joke ever.
Okay, tell me another one. One more.
God.
One more.
Okay. What fruit has the most fun on a slide?
Wait, what?
What fruit has the most fun on a slide?
What fruit has the most fun on a slide?
A kiwi.
A kiwi.
Yeah,
I got
wee. Don't tell jokes, Michael.
All right, listen, Flea. We have 2 more minutes. Give me one more.
Oh my God. Okay. I can't see. What is Bruce Lee's favorite drink after working out?
What's Bruce Lee's favorite drink after working out?
Water.
Say goodbye, Felicia. She can't. Goodbye. Oh my God. This is what I see. You only get her for maybe once or twice a year. I get her 20. I get her all the time. She's with me all the time. Thank God. All right. So I told you my family is very, very crazy, and this is a great example of that. So, Joe, I want to let me get past this. Joe, I want to thank you very much for everything, and I want to thank you very much for coming on. We really appreciated it. And anything you want to say before you leave?
No. I appreciated the jokes. I'm still giggling away.
All right. Joe, thank you very much for everything. We will talk to you later, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk to you later, Joe. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. There we go. All right. We will see everybody again next week. Same time, same station, right here on Mindsight Hypnosis Tuesdays, not Mondays, but Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will talk to you later, and if you have any kind of comments, please leave them down there. And remember to subscribe and like. We appreciate everything you do. Toodaloo, everybody.